Hello, today's session is going to be on Pear Deck, which is an awesome presentation and formative assessment tool you can use easily in your classroom and tie it into your Google Classroom. Keep in mind if you're using Chrome or Firefox, it's going to be a lot better because Pear Deck is going to play quite nicely with those browsers, not as nice with Internet Explorer. So since it ties so nicely into your Google Drive, my suggestion is to be using Chrome. When you go to your upper left-hand side and click on the new rectangle in your Google Drive, possibly Pear Deck will be there already, as you can see in mine, or you're going to have to go to where it says Connect More Apps. When you click on Connect More Apps, you're going to be able to find Pear Deck by doing a simple search. If you have Pear Deck already in line, it'll look like this, and all you'll have to do is click on it to open it. As soon as you open your first Pear Deck, up in the upper left-hand side, you'll see it says Untitled, and your Pear will be talking to you saying, hey, let's get started. You can add a slide by just going over here to the plus sign, or you can import a PowerPoint or Google presentation, which we'll talk about in a few moments. We're actually going to start from scratch. The first thing you're going to do is click on the title, which is untitled at this time, and you're going to name the Pear Deck with the title of the lesson. The Pear Deck I named was called Show and Go Pear Deck. The title is going to appear in several places. It's going to appear in your renamed box. It's going to appear on the upper left-hand corner of your screen, and it's going to appear in your Google Drive as the title that you just named it. The first thing we're going to do to start to add some content into our Pear Deck is add a slide. Pear Deck is very similar to a PowerPoint presentation or a slide presentation that you would use in Google. The difference being you can add interactive slides into your Pear Deck. For this first slide, we're going to have the opportunity to add image, text box, a list, or a YouTube video. I'm choosing just to add an image. My title is going to be Colorado, and when I go down to insert an image, as in many other items in the Google suite, when I click on Google Image Search, I'm going to get a series of royalty-free images. So I put the title in, add image, and then from image, I'm going to get this window that says select a file. I choose Google Image. The next slide I made, you'll see over here on the left, is a slide that I made, which is called a draggable. Unfortunately, draggable is only available in premium Pear Deck, and we'll be using the free version right now. My next slide that I'm going to add is what is the capital of Colorado. And once I chose my image, I also want to choose the multiple choice option so that I can get a multiple choice question saying, what is the capital of Colorado? Very easy to fill in your multiple choice answers. And then you would also establish what is the right answer. And you could add as many items to your multiple choice list as you want. The next slide that I'm adding is going to be a free response number slide. So you will have the choice of multiple choice, free response text, or free response number. This is a view of what free response would look like in a student view. What is the average temperature in Colorado? When your presentation is ready to roll, all you need to do is go to one of these green rectangles on the bottom. You can operate from a projector view, or you can operate from a dashboard view. If you go to a dashboard view, the dashboard view is going to give you student answers as you go along. If you use a projector view, since it's on the screen in front of all your students, the student names will not show up as they do in the dashboard view. To join, the students will just need to go to peardeck.com/join and then add the code. The code will be displayed quite large in your Pear Deck as soon as you say present. This is the dashboard view, which you can also read right here. This is the dashboard view. As I mentioned prior, here is the code that the students will be able to enter in. Each code gives you a fun name to go along with the code. And once they enter the code, they'll be ready to roll in your presentation. This is the view of the first slide that the students will get, which was just my Colorado slide and my image of Colorado. This is actually what the students will see on their screen. When they choose the capital of Colorado, which, as you remember, was my multiple choice question, they will be placing a purple dot. Actually, a dot will appear on your screen. And this is what your screen will look like. There's an eyeball down here on your toolbar from your dashboard. This eyeball will allow the students to see everyone else's answers, or it is locked. Let's see if I showed you what a locked eyeball looks like. Oh yeah, here we go. The locked eyeball, if I unlock the eyeball, students will be able to see the answers and they'll be displayed, as you can see right here, or this is what the students will see. So student responses are hidden when the eyeball has a red slash through it. This is the free response number, and it actually plots the numbers on a number line. It's a great visual. Keep in mind, the students will not be able to see all the other students' responses unless you have the eyeball unlocked. Another great feature of Pear Deck is that you can use an existing PowerPoint presentation or Google Slide presentation that you already have created. With those presentations, you'll be able to add the interactive features that come along with Pear Deck. If you want to upload, it's quite easy. Let me see if I can go back to the beginning where it says, oh, yeah, here we go. When you first open your Pear deck, you'll see right here, option 2 is import a PowerPoint, Google presentation, or a PDF. So let's go back to that spot where I was just talking. And once you click on that, you'll be able to open your H drive, the G drive, a flash drive, or anywhere else you might have a PowerPoint presentation stored. Once you choose the PowerPoint presentation, you'll click Open, and the PowerPoint presentation will dump into Pear Deck. Once it's into Pear Deck, now you can easily add some interactive slides, either a multiple choice, a free response text, or a free response number to any of your slides. Actually, they would live in between the slides that you've already imported. Pear Deck is a lot of fun, easy to create. The students will love it. Keep in mind, there might be some premium versions of Pear Deck available. If you want a premium version, shoot me an email. Thank you very much. Have a great day.